Here we have the daily price chart for SoFi Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. So, as we can see here in this price chart, the stock is opening on a much stronger footing to start this week. If anybody has seen the prior video that I posted on this, we could see that this is exactly what was expected. I left all of the prior chart markings on this price chart so that we can see exactly what was outlined here. And we can see that this is playing out exactly as expected. However, there are still some significant questions here about how much farther this current rally can extend. So, in this video, we will be watching and looking at some specific price zones, which can be used to outline some very specific trading strategies to earn profits in this stock going forward. So, as we can see here, if we drill down a bit, let's just move down this stock ticker symbol here. As we can see, currently the share price has now managed to break above some key resistance levels that were outlined in the prior video. Specifically, what we're looking at here is the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this dominant trending move lower. So essentially what we're pointing to here would be the price highs, which came in roughly $7.95 during the July 30 trading session, and then extending that trend all the way to the low, which came in during the August 5 trading session. This low would have posted at $6.01. As we can see here. So currently, the way that this price movement has unfolded, we did see a bit of resistance coming in at the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. This would have been seen right around the $6.73 level. However, once we did break above there, I did suggest that we were then likely to start to move above the exponential moving average cluster, which has now happened. This has officially happened during this trading session. That had not happened previously, but we are now watching that event occur here. And these are the price levels that I'm pointing to here in this price chart. So as we can see here, this 61.8% fib level has now broken to the top side, and the near-term price high comes in right around, let's get an exact number here. Currently, what we're looking at is $7.43. So the real question here going forward is whether or not share prices can make a substantial extension here and build on this recovery that is currently being seen for share prices. One thing that I want to alert people to is that there is a tremendous amount of clickbait video activity, posting activity that is being directed at this stock. It's pretty disgusting and offensive. And the people that are doing this really have no idea how to trade the stock market. They clearly just have no idea at all what they're doing. So this is a bit of a warning signal here to people that might be watching some of these other videos, because there's just some incredible clickbait that for some reason is allowed on this platform, and it really shouldn't be. It's surprising that YouTube lets these people get away with this type of stuff. And I think that if you're watching the videos that have been posted on this stock, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. So as things currently stand, we have seen some movements higher here, but the real question is how much further this price action can extend to the top side. So what we're currently looking at here in the relative strength index reading is ultimately a positive reading. We are seeing some upside momentum activity here. And then in addition to that, the relative strength index has broken above its exponential moving average. The only real problem here is the fact that the RSI is starting to deviate away from its exponential moving average. So that would be the distance here between the purple line and the yellow line. And then in addition to that, we're sort of rapidly ascending here. And the real question is going to be whether or not we do start to reach overbought territory here relatively soon. Currently, as things stand, we're right around 61, right around 60.90 in the relative strength index reading. So we do have a bit more potential for extension here to the top side. But we do have to start to look for areas where gains could be limited, because I do think that some people are going to be watching some of these other ridiculous, just really dumb videos with people that just have no idea what they're talking about. And they might be buying in at these higher levels. So that's really dangerous, quote unquote, investing activity, because it's just going to lead to losses. You don't really buy in some of these areas that are being suggested here. So, as I'm looking for price extensions here to the top side, calling for double-digit gains in this stock is completely ridiculous at this point. I mean, we're just way too close to being to moving into overbought territory for this stock. As we can see here, there has been a tremendous run higher here on these shorter-term timeframes. We can point to some of these levels here. specifically and point to, so I would specifically point to this rally here. So, there was a major reversal here on a short-term basis, but does this equate to, truly double-digit gains here in the very short term? The potential for that, if we're being honest about the situation and we're not just trying to clickbait people into videos, there are some real questions that need to be asked here. So, as things stand, I do think that this is a bullish break to the top side. Whether or not this can extend in in a massive move higher, however, is something completely different. Because currently, what we're looking at is a potential resistance zone that comes in just above the 750 mark. If we're looking at the Fibonacci analysis that I've outlined here, we can see that the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement currently comes in at $7.52. So, if this does contain prices, we could see some headwinds here. And this, this area, a break of this area would be required in order to see, another retest of these prior areas coming in at $7.94. If we were to see breaks of these areas, then I do think that we can start to suggest that a near-term bottom is in place. Does that exactly mean that we're going to see double-digit gains here in the stock in the next few weeks? It's some of the things that people are suggesting for the stock are literally impossible, and they will not be happening. So I do hope that people kind of keep that in mind when they're looking at a stock like this, because we have already seen a substantial gain here in a very short period of time, and the potential for the stock to run further here near term without some sort of pullback is highly unlikely, to say the least. Okay, and to suggest that double-digit gains are coming, we're essentially talking about an impossibility here. So I don't suggest that people take these recommendations that people are giving you, because you're really, it's just a recipe for losses here. If people do need help with their trading action, I do have a member trading room where we do have much better stocks that are currently being traded, much more substantial gains. It is true that we have seen some upside here in SoFi, but if we pull out this price action here into the longer term timeframes, these movement higher start to look much smaller. So the suggestion here that we're going to be moving into, significantly higher territory here near term, based on these small price movements here, it's just completely ridiculous, and it's not even just misleading. It's really much worse than that. So here's the current market analysis for SoFi Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.